that is how you rise in power in the Democratic Party and in any political party. The way it's set up in the United States is if you can raise more money than anybody else, you actually get a higher position in the party, in the political party. Okay, like Dianne Feinstein, she raises the most money from the House of Reps, so she's the leading Democrat in the House of Representatives. So that's why she raises a lot of money. So she has power. Money equals power in the DNC. Okay, and they actually get more money from the corporations than from grassroots.
Then
That's how they feel. They got accustomed to that method, and they're having trouble letting it go.
so then they are not representing, even though that's why the media didn't like Bernie. I remember when he started running, he got no media.
The media didn't like Bernie because the media had their favorite already, and they had the DNC contacted. If you could look this up. Anybody could look this up in the WikiLeaks. The DNC, aka Hillary Clinton and Debbie Wasserman Schultz, they had their connections with CNN and MSNBC, and they put pressure on those two media outlets to avoid mentioning any positive about Bernie Sanders. If you remember Ed Schultz from MSNBC, the Ed Schultz show, may he rest in peace. Right. Wow. He was fired. He was fired. Before he was fired, he was trying to cover Bernie Sanders, and his bosses, the editors, told him to stop. To stop it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'll send you the link.
Yeah.
And you could see he was doing a little interview, and he admitted that.
Whoa. Yeah, because he ended up at RT.
Because they fired him. MSNBC fired him due to him talking negatively about the TPP when Obama was trying to push it. Okay.
Yes. And today, then, which brings us to the main topic. Well, we have three topics, basically. Our guest is going to be speaking about Alexandria Ocasio Cortes, which is the newly winner of the primary of the Democratic Party in Queens. Also, he's be talking about the new rules at the DNC and the superdelegates. Number three is going to be our final topic, which is about Dr. Jill Stein. We want to know what is she up to these days. She had like a very serious platform, but once the presidential campaign ended, I have never heard from her again. He's going to bring us to speed on Dr. Jill Stein. What's happening with Alexandria Ocasio Cortes?
Well, right now, she's very busy. She's very busy of what the little clips I've seen from her, the interviews. She's very busy running around. And people are getting to know her now. The media outlets, they're contacting her. They're interviewing her. And what I've seen is she has to be very careful. They try to give her these tricky questions about Medicare for all, about her being a socialist, and then she corrects them by explaining she's a democratic socialist. She's also getting ready, trying to raise money for the actual election in November for the House of Representatives. Because she simply won the primary to represent the Democrats in the election in November.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he said she won the
she
primary.
hasn't won yet. She hasn't really won that
seat.
Yes. Yeah. It looks really good right now. She's on people see her in a very positive way. She's a female from the community that she serves in. I can imagine the Republicans going to have a really hard time with that if everybody who went out to vote during the primaries goes out and votes during the election.
My follow-up question would be, since you told me that she looks good, like she's for the people, she has positive reviews, the media is talking to her, is contacting her, although, you know, they will always have like tricky questions. My big question would be, is the Republican opponent working for the people in that community?
They're going to say they are, but they're really
well,
not.
No, yeah, but facts.
But they're really
I
not.
want facts. I want, you know, examples. I want him to, you know, to
Well-
what his work history. What is the body of work of that candidate?
Hopefully, I haven't even heard of the candidate.
Yeah, well, I haven't either.
Probably, the Republicans probably weren't even expecting this to happen. So, and they were already giving up the district. You understand? Because Crowley's been there for over 10 years.
Yeah.
He's always winning, so they probably didn't even
Okay.
have somebody strong. They probably didn't have a strong candidate. Now they're running around trying to look for somebody to challenge her, a real serious challenger. But let's see.
I know what you're talking, because that's happening in some districts, like in Harlem. Many times they run unopposed
Yes, they do.
because these people know their district. These people get involved. Oh yeah, that I give you. Like
I
for
don't know
instance,
about-
they now that I know, yeah, they vote. Like for instance, in Harlem, some pieces of Harlem,
Yes.
no Republican would dare to go over there.
Exactly. So what they'll do is they'll take their money and they'll invest it to somewhere where they think they have a chance. Okay, it's like an understanding everybody has. With her, she has a message that resonates with that community, and like she said, she lives in the community. She knows the people in the community. Crowley did not live there. He did not live there. So if you go and ask him a question about the Queens or even Throgs, he has no idea.
Oh, got you. Understood. Yeah. Okay.
Okay?
Oh, yeah, because what I read is that he was a big ranking Democrat with a lot of money.
He was number 2.
Oh,
He
number
was
two.
set up. No, he was in the top 5. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
yeah.
But he was the heir apparent to Feinstein in the House of Reps
Such a shame.
for the Democrats, for the minority chair. He was supposed to take her place when she left. Okay, that's why it was a big shock to everybody. He raises a lot of money. All right, he raised over $3 million just for this primary. And he had
How much?
over $3 million. Over $3 million for over. I'm not sure of the exact number, but it was over $3 million. And he had donors like Facebook, and it was private corporations. I don't remember all the names. He even had a defense contractor thrown in there, because they all vote. The defense contractors want these Democrats to stay. Okay, because they all voted for the raise, except there was only 2 people who didn't vote for the last Defense Department raise to increase their
Spending
budget. It was Bernie Sanders and Rand Paul. That's it. Even Tulsi Gabbard, the representative from Hawaii, which I adore. I thought she was anti-war. I thought because she did a nice piece on Syria, showing how the mainstream media is spreading lies about how Assad rules his country. Okay, so she went there and she actually asked the people how it is to live there. They said there's no problem with it. Assad is good, is a good guy. They live Christians and Muslims live side by side. And the media is just pushing a false narrative. They're pushing lies about Assad.
So I didn't know she made this
Okay,
piece.
so she did.
Well, I
So-
look it up.
So, to the point of Crowley, they want him there. The corporations want him there.
So
They
is she?
did not want Ocasio Cortes there because her message is like the exact opposite of Crowley's. Okay, she will not be. She does not take their money. She didn't take all her money which was, I think it was probably 1/3 or even less than 1/3 of Crowley's money, came from grassroots, people donating, people in the neighborhood donating, people who liked her message. They donated. The same way Bernie Sanders did.